Should we go? Hey guys, welcome to Wrestletainment. I'm Shaun, and now we're finally debuting John.
Hi guys.
Yeah, so we'll get straight into it. The two hot topics really, the Royal Rumble and Dean Ambrose. We'll go Royal Rumble first. Your opinion on the Royal Rumble and the results or surprises?
The Royal Rumble on the whole, I would give it about a 3.5 stars. About a 3.5.
Was this the pay-per-view or both matches?
Both matches.
Both matches,
yeah. The women's one, there was a few surprises in there.
Yeah.
What's her name? Alexa Bliss. She did a lot better than I thought she would have.
Oh yeah.
Right from the start.
Yeah.
And Nia Jax was a bit of a surprise that night.
Yeah, double duty.
Yeah. I mean, her taking out R-Truth.
Yeah, to get the spot.
Yeah. And
then you had like her going against like Mysterio, Orton, Andrade and all that, yeah.
And the RKO on her as well.
Yeah. First intergender sort of mingling in a while, wasn't it? Yeah. So I wonder if that's a sign of things to come in the future, if they're testing the waters for intergender wrestling again. Yeah, like the old days.
Yep.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. What do you think of the winners?
The winners, Seth Rollins. I was sort of hoping for Braun Strowman more than Seth Rollins. Yeah. To me, Seth Rollins, I think, has had his time in the limelight. Yeah. I think it's now time for Braun and
Strowman, because they've had so many sort of up and down pushes for Strowman.
Yeah,
that's right. Like pull the trigger.
Yeah. I mean, they've had him in the limelight that many times and then just stripped it. Yeah. I mean, he's had that many times against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. And always lost.
Yeah, always lost.
Gets the big push and then down.
Yeah, straight down again.
Yeah.
Mind you, that injury is going to be a wee bit of a setback for him.
Yeah. It was like he was just cleared in time, basically.
Yeah.
And what about the women's one, like with the winner?
Yeah, I was surprised with the winner.
You were? Yeah. Your thoughts on that Rumble? That's about it.
The Jeff Jarrett appearance.
Yeah,
was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to have a sing along with Elias, but no, it didn't turn out that way.
No, but that was cool. That was like really cool to see Jeff Jarrett, like I guess in ring performing for the first time in WWE in like 20 years. Yeah. 1999.
That was his last one, wasn't
it? Yeah, when he was facing China at No Mercy and all that.
That's right. Yeah.
Back then, so 20-year difference. So but that was pretty much the only surprise, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. What? Dean Ambrose. Yeah, I don't think he wasn't in it, was he?
He was, yeah.
He didn't last long,
no. No, not as much as you thought he would. Yeah. So I mean, in terms of my thing, I haven't fully watched it. I've sort of like a skip watch of the Rumble, I guess. And like in my I like my favourite wrestling match is the Royal Rumble match. So if anything, I've probably watched those two matches, but not really the card yet. And so the Royal Rumbles. I think the Becky Lynch push has been happening for like quite a while. So I think it was strongly rumoured that she was going to win the Rumble, and then she did. So I mean, I kind of saw that coming just with the rumours on obviously on the dirt sheets and that. So I mean, I'm happy because if it does become like Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey, hopefully without Charlotte, then that's going to be good, and that's what they've been building towards. So I kind of thought that was going to happen. And then when Lana came out and limping, I thought, this is it. This is how they're going to do it, and that's how they did it. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So I'm happy that she won.
It was a little predictable.
For that. Candice LeRae having a guest appearance in the Rumble, that was pretty cool. The husband and Johnny Gargano and the other one, so that was pretty awesome too for that family. And the men's one, Jeff Jarrett, awesome. Like, I've watched him in like WCW, WWF, TNA, so it was cool to see him sort of, I guess, come home to WWE in a way, so that was pretty cool. He was pretty much the only legend surprise. All the others were like NXT, like not call-ups, but NXT little spots, yeah. So like Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne.
Alistair Black. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Alistair
Black, yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool, because it's like a little teaser of, here they are, they might come up to the main roster in 6 months. Here's a little teaser for them, yeah. So,
but Alistair Black, it did drop the title.
Yeah, so he must be coming really soon. Yeah, but like, similar to you, I was probably going for Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought, well, you've stripped the title match from him and gave it to Finn Balor. So then I thought, okay, well maybe he's just going to get in there and win it, and then you have Lesnar, Strowman for like that 1400th time. but you'd have that at WrestleMania, and it would be maybe finally Strowman beating Lesnar. Lesnar hopefully runs off into the sunset. But yeah, I just thought Strowman would have got there and got the title finally. But I think there's been rumours online of Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar. So in another way, that's another rumour that's just come true.
And how do you foresee that actually coming out though? I mean,
I would say Seth's going to win. Like,
from what I saw on Raw.
No.
No.
But I mean, I think they'll just build him up, and whether it's a fluke victory or whatever, he'll win at WrestleMania, and then hopefully Brock Lesnar rides off into the sunset.
Hopefully.
No, because he's outstayed his welcome in a lot of ways. He's like the part-time champ that never shows up. So basically, Seth Rollins full-time champ, sort of like Roman Reigns was before he had the obviously the cancer, leukemia diagnosis. He was the full-time Universal champ, and then he had to leave. So then you could have put it on Braun Strowman like at Crown Jewel, but no. Back to Lesnar, so to me he needs to drop it, bugger off, and Seth Rollins obviously have his first. He's never been champ, has he? Not Universal.
No.
Don't think so.
No, yes he had. No, WWE wasn't it?
Yeah. So it'll be good for him to get that push. Yeah. So no, that's how that's going. And 48,000 people at Chase Field, so that was a pretty good crowd. I think they did one a couple of years ago when they had that Goldberg Undertaker showdown. In 2017, where there was like 50,000 of that one. But that's pretty cool, because they're building them up to be like WrestleManias in themselves. So that's a pretty cool thing.
I think the disappointment for me for the women's match, though, I was hoping for Dakota Kai to come out.
Yeah, but she's injured.
Yeah.
So you
no, I mean, in some capacity to do something. But it's somewhere in the pay-per-view, but
no, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, once I saw, that whole I need surgery or I'm having surgery, I just thought, no, that's ruled her out of that, which would have been cool, like for her to perform in 48,000 people. Kiwi wrestler, that would have been amazing.
Oh yeah.
So she'll have to just obviously wait till next year, or if they have, I was going to say if they have a greatest Royal Rumble, but they don't like women over there.
No, they don't actually.
So that won't happen. So she'll have to wait maybe till 2020 Rumble. Hopefully she's healed up fully by then, and then boom.
And go from there.
Go from there.
So going from the Rumble to, let's switch to AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan's match.
Yeah, but I haven't seen much of the card, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Or I kind of saw, I skim watched it, remember, so I saw that Blimmin' Rowan came out. Rowan came out as his like new lackey, which will be interesting, because obviously, you see where it goes. He looked like he was dressed up in like the farm look. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes with Rowan and Bryan, and whether Harper or even Wyatt gets involved in that. Be interesting to where that goes, but fully haven't seen that match, so I can't really comment on that. I think I watched most of the Lesnar Balor match though. That seemed like it was a pretty good match in the end.
It was quite a back and forth kind of match.
Yeah, because everyone was like, oh yeah, he's little, he's big.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a squash match, it was a pretty good match.
No, I mean, must admit, I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
Not to use the term David and Goliath, but...
No. Yeah, but he did well. And then obviously, after the match...
yeah, well, we knew that was coming.
Yeah. Because you got to get Brock Lesnar over, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to just let that slide.
No. Yeah, so, that was a good match. The Rumbles were good. Yeah, can't really comment on much else in the card, like, to be honest.
Yeah, the tag team matches I wasn't overly fussed with. I think they were a little bit disappointing. I mean, The Miz and Shane.
I'm not invested in that personally.
No.
The Miz and Shane McMahon, it just comes off as awkward to me.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I mean, the father at the ringside was a bit of a bad gimmick as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it just wasn't much showmanship in that match.
No. Yeah, and then of course I don't really watch the kickoff show.
No.
I don't really bother with that usually.
No, I didn't watch the kickoff.
No.
I didn't know.
Okay, so now we'll go on to the breaking news of today. Obviously Dean Ambrose, he's gonna. What? Oh, yeah, Dean Ambrose is gonna leave WWE after April, I think it is, after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was interesting. There was rumours, but then WWE.com actually confirmed it. So I was like, wow. I can kind of understand, like, you can tell, like, if anyone watched that Chronicle special on the network, you can tell his real life frustrations were oozing through on that.
Yeah.
And he's always been sort of like the red-headed stepchild of the Shield, hasn't he? He's been like like they've all three have been WWE champion, but he seems to be the one that's the least success out of the three for some reason. So yeah, watching that Chronicle and all that mixed with all that frustration, you can tell why he's had enough. I mean, I thought this heel turn was going to be quite epic.
Yeah.
On the night of Roman Reigns' his reveal of it.
Yeah.
There was a perfect time. They pulled the trigger on that. That was an amazing way to turn him heel. And it was going up and up and up, and I thought, wow, he's going to get like a gigantic push. And then I think the TLC match got bad reviews, and then from there they just dropped the ball, and he's down to doing bugger all again. And now a thing I saw from Raw yesterday was that he was in a segment with Nia Jax.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't know what's happening there. Well, obviously with her going to more intergender stuff, but
yeah, I mean he had a squash match with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins basically just beat him clean, eh?
Yeah.
Which clearly,
Yeah, it didn't take long at
all.
No. And then to have Nia Jax just turn around and club him in the behind, I mean.
So clearly, WWE already obviously knew what was going on, and they've obviously gone, well, we'll
just slowly phasing him.
Phase you out, yeah. But yeah, I can definitely get why he's frustrated. Like to me, he's got the potential. He's got the look now. He was a bit scrawny and like noodle here the first time. But when he came back from injury, man, he had a good look. You know, he had the full facial hair and he had a good main event look, and it was going up, and then they just dropped the ball. And so I heard that they offered him more money and this and that, but clearly, you know, like good on him because money's not everything. So he's basically said money's not everything, and he's saying stuff your money. I'm going to leave. I'm going to be more successful somewhere else because you don't have the faith in me that I have in myself. So I mean,
I mean the whole thing of your city smells and I'm going to come out in a gas mask and it's a terrible gimmick.
Yeah. No, I don't blame him at all. Like,
but I mean when you going back to what you said before of him being the less successor of the Shield. Yeah. I mean him and Seth Rollins are Grand Slam champions.
Yeah. But. I mean, that's true. But he's always looked upon, Like even during that Shield thing with Super Showdown and just after, you know, it was like they were trying to turn Ambrose against them because it was like, oh, you're doing it without a title, and why can't you be by yourself? Why are you always covering their backs? So even then they were kind of treating him as that little lackey. Yeah. So I do fully understand why he's leaving. And hopefully, you know, goes to like AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling or Ring of Honor or something.
I'm sort of hoping he goes to New Japan. And goes back to his original roots. You know, drop the whole Dean Ambrose and just go.
Well, obviously he can't be Dean Ambrose because WWE's copyrighted that.
Yeah,
but
right.
Was he like John Moxley somewhere or something? Yeah, and he was like hardcore and. Yeah. I don't know much about it, but I know he had a bit of a past like that.
FCW days, I think it was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll see if we've got any questions so far. Bianca says hi, John.
Hi, Bianca.
Oh, you're right there.
She said,
Hideo Itami's leaving as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
No. He didn't really get a good push at all.
No. Like he would have, like he was so injury prone. Like it was like Balor and Itami came in at the same time.
That's right.
Yeah, and you thought, okay, well they're both going to get that sort of NXT push and then the main roster push. So obviously it worked out for Balor. He got NXT and Universal, but every time Itami was getting up there, injury. So they obviously lost faith in him to the point where they just said, nah, well,
we can't really do
we're
much
not
with
going to do much with you.
No.
You can either leave or just, you know, more like be a cruiserweight or something. And so, yeah, like he had the potential to be like one of those big sort of NXT call-up stars, and it just never eventuated. So, once again, I don't blame him. He's sort of probably do a lot better than 205 Live, and that's no offence to 205 Live because they're amazing. But he maybe saw himself being a bit higher, like star power-wise, and he's not happy where he is, much like Dean Ambrose. And I guess in that situation, it's like right now, you've got more options than you've had in years. You know, even 5 years ago, if you were unhappy in WWE, in a way, you had to stay there and be miserable.
Yeah, I mean, before that, you had WCW.
Oh,
you
yeah,
could use that as a background if you needed to.
Yeah. That was the thing. Like back in the Attitude Era, if you were unhappy one, you go to the other. Yeah, like WCW, WWF, ECW. So it was like, oh, I'll go there for a bit, there for a bit, there for a bit.
Yeah.
And then when WWE became the monopoly, then it was like you were either frustrated and in there, or frustrated and in there, or you just like unemployed or indies. So nowadays when you've got this, what do you got? You got WWE, New Japan, Ring of Honor, AEW,
and Impact.
TNA/GFW/Impact whatever you want to call yourself. Yes. You get so many options now, which is amazing. And of course TNA, or Impact, sorry, have kind of, they're getting their way back up, aren't they?
Yeah, slowly.
Clearly not the star power they used to have, but they're,
now that they've got a good investor behind them, they are starting to turn things around.
Yeah, you got,
but with the likes of, is it Abyss and who's the other one leaving?
Sanjay.
Yeah. With them coming into producer roles behind the scenes at WWE, I mean, they're losing quite a bit of star power at the moment. Impact, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean Abyss was pretty much the last one. Yeah. Like the last original. You had Abyss and James Storm, and James Storm's gone like TNA, NXT, Impact, you know. But yeah, Abyss was the last one standing really, and if he's gone, then
Speaking of James Storm, do you see him leaving Impact?
Well, he is gone.
Yeah. Where's he going now?
Like he's just
gone.
MIA. He's not in any company, so he's left Impact. So potentially James Storm can come into WWE at any point and give it another go from the NXT run.
Possibly, or even AEW.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, or AEW. Yeah, as we said, there's so many options. Yeah. So James Storm, more power to him. Wherever the money is, like, well, it's not all about that because some people don't do it for the money, like Dean Ambrose.
No.
But if you are, good on you. Pick the best deal. But if not, just go where you're comfortable and you're not going to be frustrated. Or less frustrated. On that. So Abyss and Sanjay going to WWE as backstage people, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the odd on-camera.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff Jarrett's going to get to go
on camera on a basis. Yeah. So even if it was 6 months down the track, you had like, like a guest appearance from Abyss. Like in the Abyss character, it would have to be because that's how everyone knows him. Yeah. So like to me, you'd have to have that.
Do you see them doing a Kane reversal role where they switch out of the Abyss and go back to what Impact did with the whole
Joseph Park character?
Ooh.
What presidential Kane in other words versus Joseph Park? I suppose they could, but like I want that darker character thing where you got Master Kane versus Master Abyss. I mean, there was that point in I think it was 2005, 2006 when he got offered a WWE deal, Abyss, and he turned it down. And I think he was going to have a storyline with the Undertaker. So Abyss Undertaker back then would have been amazing.
Yeah,
but
not now though.
No.
Undertaker is just
He's like the Undertaker, or the dead man Undertaker. Like that version of him is like my favourite character ever. So if he's my favourite wrestler ever, and I'm saying he needs to retire, even though I love him so much, I'm even saying, come on, man.
You could. I mean, he may still have an on-screen
thing, but
somewhere along the lines. But
please don't kill yourself, man. Like,
I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't see him showing up at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of proves that he doesn't. Like, WrestleMania doesn't have to have him.
No. But unfortunately, it's been built around
him. Yes, to the point where he retired at 33, had an amazing retirement send-off at 33, never to be seen again, perfect send off for his character. And I cried. I remember I literally cried. I cried at the end of WrestleMania 33 because I was like, my favourite wrestler's retired.
So who do I pick now?
Yeah. and then of course, and then out of nowhere they did some absolutely random Raw 25 promo which made no sense.
That whole show didn't make any sense.
So that was like, and then of course he came back for WrestleMania for that squash match against Cena.
And then Showdown.
And then what?
Showdown.
Oh yeah, no, and you go to Royal Rumble with Rusev and you had other stuff. His first little comeback after the retirement was a bit like, why did you ruin it? But then, I mean, dream match wise, I did like the fact that we got Triple H Undertaker one last time, and then we got the obviously past its prime but epic dream match DX versus BOD, Brothers of Destruction. I've been waiting for that for years. So as much as it was like Shawn Michaels' bald head and all the other sort of things that went with it. Yeah. I mean, at least in the record books, that match has happened. It's finally happened, that match. Yeah. So, as it probably was, at least it happened. Like, you know, like
I mean, if they had done it, at least 10 years ago?
Yeah, like 09, 08, 09.
Yeah.
That would have been, because that's when they were both sort of having another run each, the tag teams. But yeah, I mean, it's happened, but it wasn't the best. But where I'm going with that is at least it's happened. Did we ever get Brock Lesnar versus Batista? Did we ever get Goldberg versus Stone Cold? Did we ever get Sting versus Undertaker? No. So at least we got it, as much as people think it's an abomination or whatever.
We may have if Seth Rollins hadn't have done the turnbuckle bomb on...
Well, basically, I went to WrestleMania 31 on the kind of proviso, I guess. Well, one to go to WrestleMania, two that, it's going to be Sting Undertaker. Because there was rumours that he was coming in, so I'm like, I'll go to this. And then so, a few months beforehand, Sting Triple H. Okay. I was like, I've invested like 10 grand on this trip. and it didn't happen, and they're both in the same company. So then I was like, okay, cool. We got to see DX versus NWO, which for me was awesome. Nostalgia, WCW, WF. I love that. So that was cool. That was kind of cool. So I was like, yep, okay. They'll do it at WrestleMania 32.
Possibly.
100,000 people, AT&T Stadium. Right, I'm going to go to 32. I'll do 2 WrestleManias in a row. I'll go to WrestleMania 32 and I'll see this dream match. And I think legitimately, it was actually building towards that. I think some WWE or someone's come out and said it was probably going to happen. And then Night of Champions, Seth Rollins, and then that made me nervous because I was like, it's not going to happen again. And here I am spending about $7 grand this time. And then so the potential was to hold out and hold out and hold out. I was like, will he heal? Will he heal in time? And then of course I was at the Hall of Fame, and he basically announced his official retirement. My heart sank.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh crap! Not only are we not getting it at 32, we won't get it ever because you're just retired. So yeah, that was a sad day. And then we got Shane McMahon versus Undertaker. I mean, that was still alright. But yeah, I invested in going to 2 Manias for Sting Taker. None of them happened. So
I mean,
I'm bitter.
With the Shane Undertaker thing though, that table spot. I mean, I don't know about you or you guys at all, but I am getting a little bit tired of the whole
Shane McMahon
climb.
The plunge.
Not the Shane McMahon, but just the whole spot in general. Yeah. Everybody seems to be doing it. Yeah. Just climb that side of the cage and look, I fell on the table. So.
Yeah. Like a bit overused?
Yeah. Well overused.
Yeah.
To the point where, I think it was Hell in a Cell, they actually built the red Hell in a Cell.
Oh, yeah.
Where Jeff Hardy fell from the top and into the table with the match with Randy Orton.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think, personally, that match was the best one on the card.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I watched that event, but yeah. But obviously back to that is like, they need to start in the nicest way because I love Undertaker, but let him retire. Let him retire. Build Mania around someone new, don't build it around, because it needs to be its own event. It shouldn't be centered towards just John Cena or just thing, because then you're putting one wrestler above a whole event. I mean, in the nicest way, who the hell do you think they are?
going from that, you've got guys doing incredible matches on the card, and then you've got one guy just taking the spotlight.
No, I just think it needs to retire.
Yeah.
In the nicest way. So if 35 is without Taker, okay. If somehow we get Sting Taker at 35, I will jizz my pants. But it won't happen. So he just needs, he needs to go. Yeah. Let's go. What was your favourite? What was your favourite and least favourite moment in the Royal Rumble pay-per-view?
Oh.
Favourite and least favourite. Have you got one yet?
Oh, I've got a couple.
Yeah.
I've got a couple. I think my least favourite was the whole going back to the Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like they've got no star power, so they've had to bring Shane in to fill a gap.
Yeah. Because isn't he supposed to be running the company as well as the 4 people in charge? Yeah. And then he's a red.
So it kind of goes against the whole Raw speech that they did a wee while back with.
We give you what you want.
Yeah. And we are the power. We are you guys are the authority, but we're still running the show.
Yeah.
But how can you run the show and be tag team champion at the same time with someone who's way out of your league? Yeah.
So that was your worst. What's your best?
Best would be the fact that Beth Phoenix, not Beth Phoenix, what's her name? the Women's Rumble winner.
Oh, Becky Lynch. Yeah.
Becky Lynch. And I think the best part about that whole thing was the whole angle with Charlotte and her near the end.
Oh, yeah.
How physical it was getting. It was looking a bit more intense.
Yeah.
Like, which way is this going to go?
Yeah. Okay. So my least, what was it? Least and good. Not that I've watched it all, but least probably Shane McMahon and The Miz. I just
I'm glad we agree on that one.
Yeah, that's what I'd say for that. And best moments, probably a mixture of Becky Lynch surprise entrance / winning. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. She's getting pushed to the moon, so that's awesome. That mixed with Jeff Jarrett.
That was a good surprise actually.
I just don't like his theme music.
No, I thought they would have used his 99.
Yeah, like his 99 theme, that one, that Debra that you used after that, that one. And I know they probably wouldn't use his WCW Slapnuts one. I know they probably wouldn't because that had like Kid Rock or some copyright in it. But it was just like, that. Dun, 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 dun. Like his 1991 music or something.
I mean, the one they've got now was sort of the build up to that song that him and Road Dogg do all the time.
Yeah. So I just felt, I get it, he went into the Hall of Fame with that theme, but let's give him that that Debra one. Like,
something decent to come out to.
Yeah, I mean, I saw he had those yellow glasses on Raw, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because that was one of his 99-2000 looks, was the yellow glasses. So, I really enjoyed him, because obviously it's one of those hell freezing over moments. Where you had like Ultimate Warrior, never thought you'd come back, boom, came back. Bret Hart, Macho Man, Randy Savage never got the opportunity, passed away before he could. Who knows if that would ever happen, but if you got your Bret Hart, your Ultimate Warrior, your Goldberg as well, far out.
Jesus, yeah.
Your Goldberg and your Jeff Jarrett's, I mean the owner of TNA for so long is now in WWE. It's just those moments that you never thought would happen and they have, so it's just like, in a way, anything can happen if these things can happen.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, you look, even Dixie Carter made an appearance on WWE.
On like a WWE 24 special.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? Yeah. So no, it was good to see Jeff Jarrett, and I hope he gets like I don't know if he should deserve like a Mania match all to himself.
No.
Maybe not.
I don't see, maybe Elias. Like a build up to them too, because
but how can you stretch that out to Mania?
You can't.
No, to me that would have to happen soon. No, but I'm saying, does he deserve like a one-on-one match at Mania, or should he be in like more of a multi, sort of like a Road Dogg and Jeff Jarrett versus Elias and like a newcomer, or to put them over or something? I don't know.
Sort of like what Rick and Arn Anderson did with the Rockers.
Oh yeah.
Put the Rockers over.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll just have to see where that goes. Okay. What else have we got? Taker deserves a full Hall of Fame ceremony to himself. I'm totally biased though. 2020 is his 30th anniversary of being the dead man. 2021 they should induct him. Oh, yeah, I agree, Sam. Like, he's basically, he's epic, man. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, he, maybe not, what do you say? A whole, yeah.
A whole hair full.
A whole thing, just like, maybe not that much, but yeah, he definitely needs, like, I don't know, like,
he needs
something above normal. So,
boom,
you're in,
yeah.
But why not give him, like, let's say if they ever build a physical Hall of Fame, like, and there's like 3 or 4 buildings, actually name one of them like the Undertaker building or something, because I mean he's that's 30 years, and
between him and Hogan they built WrestleMania.
Yeah, so I mean, like, he deserves well beyond the normal. Here you are, here's the Hall of Fame. Like, Taker is like the backbone of WWE, so he needs something a bit more. Maybe that's when Sting could turn up. I don't know.
Possibly.
Sting could turn up and be like, "Yep, point the bat at you," or something. What are you wanting to see in wrestling this year? Matches, who holding titles?
Oh,
is it? Yeah, but is this? I suppose it would be any company.
I thought you were going to say Sting then.
I suppose it would be any company. So
yeah, okay.
Where are you going with? So that could be New Japan, AEW. Who do you think deserves to be a world champ? Any type of champ.
Well, New Japan, I've got to get back into that one myself.
Yeah, I've been a bit slack too. Yeah.
I think Kenny Omega, Omega, or I pronounced it wrong. I think he's had his time in with the title, so it's time to move on and move someone. AEW, I certainly hope they don't put it on Cody first. I had a sick feeling Cody's going to get.
They might just to launch. Yeah.
But I really hope they don't put it on him first. They should put it on someone new against...
So not Jericho either?
No. I hate to say it, and there's probably a few people that will hate me for saying this.
Yeah.
Don't know about yourself. But Jericho would be one person I would say needs to step back.
Just in general?
Yeah. He's too much in the limelight.
Yeah, I suppose because he's in New Japan and AEW. Yeah.
I mean, there's been a few Rumble appearances where there's a gap, and you're like, oh, I wonder who it is, and then Jericho's music hits. It's like,
Yeah, and so do you mind? Yeah.
Okay, so WWE, possibly NXT UK. Pete Dunne, I think, needs to drop it. There is a few comers there I would give it to.
Yeah.
I just can't think of I did have one in mind and now I can't think of who it is. But the one he's had a major feud with in UK.
Yeah.
I would give it to him.
You just don't know his name at the moment.
No, his name's eluded me at the moment.
Jordan Devlin?
Yeah.
Like the Finn Balor guy?
Yeah.
Like the lookalike Finn Balor?
Yeah. He's got the right characteristics to hold the title, in my opinion. UK women's title, possibly just keep it on the one they've got at the moment. And see how it goes.
Yeah.
WWE, like the main roster, possibly move Dakota Kai out.
Yeah.
And put her in a tag team match and put tag belts on her and someone else.
Yeah.
The Raw tag titles, not really invested into that. But if the rumours are true, Dolph Ziggler maybe finish it.
Yeah.
If he is, then I would put it with Drew McIntyre and maybe pair him up with someone else.
Yeah. And
do a Raw title that way.
Oh yeah. Okay. So where would I go?
AJ Styles for the WWE title though.
No, he's already had that Universal, you mean?
Yeah. No, your WWE title.
No, that's what he's had.
Yeah. I want him to get it back.
Again?
He's got to get it off Daniels and then possibly see who they're going to take it off.
Yeah.
So, just because I'm a big biased AJ Styles fan.
Yeah. So I would go... I want Nakamura to win, like...
Really?
Yeah.
He's got the US title back.
Yeah, I know. I want Nakamura to win the Nakamura to win like probably the WWE, maybe not the Universal. Yeah, Nakamura to win the WWE title. Universal. Probably like a Drew McIntyre type person. Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman for Universal. Nakamura for WWE. AEW, someone that could really use like the push. So I don't know, like because they haven't got the full roster announced yet. New Japan, I'd love to see Bad Luck Fale. Honestly, yeah, like Bad Luck Fale or Hanado, like as like a New Zealand New Japan champion, like it would be amazing. Who's that there? Ring of Honor? Don't know. NXT. Yeah. Probably like an Adam Cole, I reckon. I'd like Adam Cole to get like the NXT title. And the NXT UK, don't know too much about the NXT UK. I've only watched a little bit, so I don't really know. And that's probably about it for the championships. Ooh.
What about New Zealand wrestling?
Yeah. I'll just pass it to you for a second. Yeah, you do your ones.
Yeah. Oh, my New Zealand wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I hope certain people aren't watching this one. I would probably say I would like to see Bogan Jesus hold a main title somewhere along the lines.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, out of all the New Zealand ones I've seen so far, I think maybe Roberts?
Charlie Roberts?
Charlie Roberts?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him hold a title.
Yeah.
What about tag teams? I mean, who would you put tag titles on in New Zealand?
I don't know. What else have we got though? Like
The Streak.
The Streak, yeah. The Streak wing. That sounds cool. But then what? Would they have Goldberg versus Undertaker for the building?
I mean, are we going to have that split in two and have Goldberg straight from WCW?
Goldberg, yeah. And then, what do you want to see in wrestling this year? Matches and who's holding titles? Yeah, okay, so it's both things, okay. Yeah, so we've run through the titles, per se. So, dream-ish matches, I think Bianca's getting at for that. Yeah, dream matches. Have you got any off the top of your head or not really?
I do. I have, I'm not, as a new fan to the New Zealand scene.
Yeah.
And also training myself.
Yeah.
So I am still learning the New Zealand scene, but I would like to see possibly Reese Brigg.
Who's got an almighty beard.
Oh yeah. Could be in contenders with Matt's beard as well.
Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they both got really good beards, don't they?
Yeah. But I would like to see, maybe a match with him and maybe Robbo Smith.
The Aussie Dreamboat, Robbo Smith. Australia. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and what about worldwide, I guess, is what she's also asking as well.
Oh, worldwide.
Like dream matches, in a way.
Well, as much as I'm a big AJ Styles fan, I would like to see him and maybe not Brock Lesnar because they've done that twice.
Yeah.
And didn't really work that well for me.
Yeah.
Maybe Drew McIntyre
versus AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. What would I go for that? You could have heaps. I mean, Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle. Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Seth Rollins versus anyone? Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. I think that's like a sort of modern era dream match. Even Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, because I mean they interacted when it was like Shield and all that, but never like really a proper rivalry.
Going back to that, I'd like to see them redo, because I wasn't overly impressed with it, the not Seth Rollins, AJ Styles and Finn Balor match. get them.
Yes, because they did one like that TLC thrown together, and that was good. Yeah, so you have like a round 2 of that. That'd be WWE probably. New Japan. Dream matches for New Japan. Well, you've got quite an exodus happening at the moment from New Japan, it seems. So I don't. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the ones I would have picked are actually gone at the moment. So as to where they're going, I don't know yet.
Like, I mean, they've done Tanahashi and Okada heaps. One that obviously I'd like to see again, only because I didn't see. I mean, these have happened for all the New Japan diehards. These have obviously already happened, but I haven't seen them because I sort of got into New Japan in sort of the last 2 or 3 years. Since like Nakamura's been in WWE basically. Yeah. I might have caught the end of Nakamura's New Japan run. But things like Nakamura Okada, Nakamura Tanahashi, which obviously happened but not in recent times. Nakamura Omega, things like that. Yeah, things like that. Like those would be like the New Japan ones, but obviously Nakamura would have to go back to do those.
I mean, there was talks Omega possibly coming over.
Yeah, and I mean you'll find out soon because it's more likely going to be there. So that's the New Japan ones. NXT and NXT UK, don't know. Just plain blunt, I don't know. They tend to pull off the dream matches pretty quick. Triple H, he seems to not fluff around like Vince. No, he just goes, right, let's do these, and then you get to see them. Whereas like with Vince, it's like, oh, it might happen. No. Yeah. So like,
what, the War Machines versus what? Who else would we put them against? An NXT or?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I don't know. I mean,
there's so many options with the NXT. I mean,
yeah, there is. I just haven't watched enough of it to really sort of fully evaluate. Like, yeah, I mean, I've sort of haven't watched much wrestling in general lately. Like, it's only maybe a bit of main roster and.
Yeah, I'm falling behind on
myself. So I need to really get back into it a bit more. So with the New Zealand wrestling, you said Reese Bree and all that.
Possibly a heel turn for, because I know that from Asylum Pro's first show, they were a team together with Broken Jesus.
Oh, Violence Incorporated.
Yeah, but somewhere down the line, I mean, I would.
Let's see one between
the two. I'd love to see the two
of them fight each other.
Yeah.
So there's dream matches within New Zealand. I think one that J.K. Moody wants to happen, he said to me multiple times, is J.K. Moody wants to fight Liam Fury. Like, that would be epic, so he really wants that to happen. The general consensus I get from a lot of people is they mention Liam Fury. Like, multiple wrestlers I've talked to have said Liam Fury. So clearly, like, there's that demand that they want to wrestle him. So that'd probably be one. I don't know how far they've gone with, like, Charlie Roberts and, like, J.K. Moody and that. I know he just fought Kane Khan. But yeah, like, some of those sort of New Zealand dream matches that you haven't seen, I'd like to see happen this year. I mean, the thing is, though, like, a lot of the New Zealand wrestlers, which is a good thing, they sort of go around the majority of the federations. So like a Charlie Roberts will pretty much attend any company. Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, it gets your name out there.
Exactly, across like the whole country instead of just a specific territory. So with that, like it's a good thing, and obviously you can get the dream matches coming through.
I know that Asylum Pro's main event was, I can't never pronounce the other guy's name properly. You might be able to help me with this. Charlie Roberts and
Toa Hanare.
Yeah, that one. I
Toa
never get the name right.
Yeah, like that was a cool kind of dream match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a dream match, but I know that apparently is number 2 for those two, is it?
Oh, second from the 4.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know, because I only got into the local scene in about 2015. So maybe if it happened before then, or even during that, but when I was still more just localised Christchurch scene. I've only sort of checked out like all the other companies in the last 1 or 2 years.
But I mean, to see those two added again with maybe a bigger stipulation in the match,
or the Asylum Pro belt whenever it comes about, something like that. I can't really think, because obviously we get quite a few matches with them going around the country. So I can't really think of many others.
Jax and Charlie Roberts would be amazing.
That's Casey?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's happened a few times though.
Has it?
Yeah, in APW.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, Jax
Like
Casey and Charlie Roberts had a series of matches in APW after Shock Pro Wrestling. Yeah, no, they were really good. Yeah, I think that was 2015, 2016, I think, for them, and no, really good series, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, so if it happens again or whatever, it'll be good. Yeah, like they fed off each other. Yeah, that's probably all about that. Waiheke. What do you enjoy in the New Zealand wrestling scene around the country? What do you enjoy?
What do I enjoy?
I don't know, the camaraderie, I guess, like just the fact that all the companies are sort of, for the most part, looking out for each other, and you can go wrestle anywhere, and you can get your name in multiple territories, and so I guess that's what I enjoy, is just that
I think
they tend to work together.
Someone like myself who's a newcomer to the New Zealand scene, meeting the talent was an Silent Pro again. Was
Are you getting paid by Silent Pro?
No.
This Saturday. 3 p.m.
First Crusade? No. The talent that I met there for the first time. I was pretty humbled by some of them. Even the female wrestlers
as well. Yeah, you would meet like Grace Lightning and Candy Lee. And,
I mean, the first time seeing all those guys in action, and being in the ring with Adam Avalanche and Ben Mana. Standing next to J.K. Moody and Bryant. I mean, that was pretty nerve-wracking. Seeing those big boys. But just actually get to meet them from around the country. I would have liked to go into the Mitchell Mania.
Oh, you didn't go, did you?
No.
Mitchell Mania was epic.
I have it on DVDs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You've got it on DVD, Mitchell Mania. You might notice if you go home and you look at the case, like if you look at the case that it comes in, then my photo's put on there.
Yes, I did see that.
SHD photography. Obviously like Graham and Jane all that asked permission, so I was like, sweet as. I got no problem with that. No, Mitchell Mania was cool. I really liked Mitchell Mania because the idea of that, one, was to raise money for Mitchell to go to WrestleMania, which is happening, which is epic. Like it's all sorted now. He's basically going, which is great.
I think the next stage is accommodation. And
they just need a little bit more money. So if anyone in Wrestling New Zealand can sort of pitch in it all and just help the last little bit of money they need, do it. Basically, please come on. Like he wants to get there. I've been to 2 WrestleManias, and trust me, like that whole weekend, all the events, it's like a hell of an experience. So I just want him to live it to the full of his ability, like do everything, because it's just those things where it's like, this is one of the best weekends of my life. So you want him to go through that same joy. So please donate if you can. But with Mitchell Mania, what I really liked was that it was for one night only, regardless of any gripes or this or that some of these local companies do have with each other. They sort of got over it and put them aside for one night for Mitchell, and pretty much all 8 or 9, probably 8, I think 8 companies all joined together as one for one night only, and it was like a mega New Zealand event. And
that's right,
to me, that needs to happen, I think, every year, because then you get those dream match scenarios that could happen in the Rumble or something else. So if that Mitchell Mania or
maybe they could use that platform like SPW's Rumble. That they have every year. I know that they had bits and bobs with some people. But maybe that could be turned into
something as well. I just, the idea of everyone working together for one night a year type thing. It was a great idea from a fan perspective, photographer perspective. Every wrestler I've talked to basically has said it was amazing. They loved it. Like they reached out to new people. So some wrestlers that wrestle for PWE up in like Tauranga, etc. Meeting a lot of the Christchurch guys and the SPW guys for the first time. Similar to with some SPW guys, Asylum, UCW, all of them meeting some North Island guys for the first time. So it was like, what would you call it? Like not a marketing, but like it was just like a mecca where like you could all sort of congregate and You know, pitch yourself, hey, I'd love to wrestle in Christchurch, I'd love to wrestle in Invercargill. So that was like a cool way to do that. So, yeah, so what do we got? We got Mark, Troy, Chalky Melissa, Matt, Aaron, Chris, Jay, Big Tom, the IPW guys, I think there's a few owners there, Graham, Stacey. Let's please try and make this Mitchellmania thing, Mitchellmania or similar event with all the people. Thank you, networking. Good. That's what I was going for, networking. You know, please let this happen every year because I'd surely travel for it. Yeah, but don't move it around.
Oh yeah.
So Wellington last year, the Auckland, Hamilton, Dunedin, Invercargill, Queenstown, just move it around. But let's do this every year because it was good. Like biggest was it 35 people rumble? Yeah. No, it was really good. And
you can't say 35 men either because there was one female.
Yes, Misty Katana.
Yeah. That was a bit of
who looks like she could beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, she did with a couple of them.
Yeah.
Now there was one, you probably know the name for me, you might be able to help me. There was one guy in there, reminded me of Bob Backlund. He had a headband, the blue and red and white headband.
The blue and red
with
and
red
white.
Boots.
Not Taylor Adams.
No, not Taylor Adams, no.
Blue, white and red headband. Can any of you guys help us out with that?
They had red boots and quite a short, stubby guy. Extremely funny. Like, I was just about laughing the whole way through watching him.
Off the top of my head, no, I can't remember, but
yeah, he reminded me of a younger Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
Just a comical version, though.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the SPW, MCW? Hang on, Waiheke. What are your thoughts on the SPW, MCW collaboration for this year's Southern Rumble? Yeah, that's going to be epic.
Oh yeah.
I made it down to the Southern Rumble last year at ILT Stadium. You know, Will Ospreay, Bay Presley, Tenille Dashwood, and all the local guys. TLC match for the title. So Southern Rumble last year was epic, 1,200 people. It was like a mini WWE with a production. It was just amazing. And so I was probably going to go, if it was just SPW again, I would have gone this year probably as well. But the fact that it's SPW/MCW Southern Rumble, so like you're getting the best of both countries or companies per se. Because I mean, I've been to an MCW show as well. I've been to a few SPWs, but I went to MCW New Horizons when I was over in Melbourne for Super Showdown. And that New Horizons show for MCW on the night before Super Showdown, man, like they know how to do their stuff. Like they like the crowd, it was just packed crowd. The crowd was hot all night. The wrestlers performed their heart outs. By the end of it, I was in awe of how good MCW was. I think Michael Green had told me, before going to it, he'd go, be prepared for it, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, and it just blew my mind, MCW. It was so good. Like, if I'm ever in Melbourne, conveniently at a time, I don't know if I'd fly over to an MCW event per se, unless it was a huge arena show. Yeah. But if I was ever in Melbourne at the time an MCW show was on, I would go out of my way to go to it. It was that good. So with the fact that you got MCW and SPW together, ILT again, hopefully getting bigger than 1,200, hopefully maybe 1,500 or 1,800 or something. Who knows? Like you got the potential. Like you got dream matches you can pull off.
J.K. Moody's one. That's going to be an impressive match.
Yeah, that's sort of mate. Like like touch wood, you're going to have. You're gonna have like your J.K. Moody's, your Kane Khans, your Will Powers, all of them, and then you're gonna have your Robbie Eagles, hopefully your Gino Gambinos, your what was his name, Slex. Hopefully, I think they got their right, Slex, and a few others, and you're gonna get those ones that maybe you haven't seen yet because they haven't travelled here or they haven't travelled there type thing. So I'm pretty much in the process. Not yet, but I'm pretty much in the process. I think me and my girlfriend are going to come down. We're going to, book the flights, the backpackers to Atara. Free accommodation, please. Book to Atara, get the flights, and obviously when the Southern Rumble tickets go on sale, So, you know, pretty soon. So I'm pretty locked in that I'm going to come down again. Go Friday to Sunday just to have a wee fun round of the Cargill. And then go to the Southern Rumble.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, so I think I'll make it. I would Southern
like
Rumble. You would? Yeah. So you didn't go last year. Hopefully you make it this year.
Hopefully. I really want to see an SPW Rumble.
Oh, because they've also been doing the Southern Rumble for a while, but my first one I made was the ILT because I thought, well, this is a huge event. I've got to go.
Oh yeah.
And then they've upped it again with this MCW combine show. So I'm going. I think just get the finances together and get my flights and that. I think it's cheap enough still that it's purchasable. So I'm looking forward to that and hopefully and what you're looking to get down there too?
Yeah. I'm hoping to get down there myself.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. Heel DIY. Oh yeah, because they're kind of merged again now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Heel DIY versus War Raiders, modern equivalent to the two-man power trip. BE, or I guess you're saying versus Brothers of Destruction from 2001. Well, it is, isn't it? Because they were like Gargano and Ciampa were like tag team, and then arch rivals.
But now
they're sort of joined back together.
Are they?
Now it's heels. So that would be like a two-man power trip. It's your arch rivals have joined together. So no, a heel DIY because it was always. Were they heel or were they face back in the day?
They were face.
They were face, yeah. So it'll be a new spin on it. They've had their rivalry. They've joined back together. They're both bigger names now than they've ever been. So it'll be more of a superstar DIY than a tag team DIY.
Yeah, and now that they're holding the belts now. Yeah,
good point. Yeah. No, so I think that, good Sam Gordon. I think that would be a good idea. Sure, it's not the second Crusade. I know that Widemu or Will Cutting said that in his promo video. And then Stefan Boucher, he corrected him.
Now, if I got that wrong, I'm going to be...
Yeah, you would get a good spanking. From the Asylum Pro people, because you do train with them, so...
Yes, I do, yeah.
How dare you get that wrong?
I'll be first inductee into Chop City, if I got it
wrong. Yeah. John, what are your wrestling goals, or YT? What's YT? I don't know. For this year?
Oh, YouTube.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So what are your goals for wrestling or YouTube this year?
Well, at the moment, I'm referee for Asylum.
Yeah.
But I am training
to be a wrestler. Yep.
Yeah. But my ultimate goal would be to step out of the refereeing into the wrestler.
Yeah.
But into a capacity where I've got someone under me who's a good mentor.
Yeah.
And then eventually break out from there and maybe hold a title.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. And what about YouTube?
YouTube. I would like to, I've got a good following base now, but I'd like to grow that better and have better quality content as well.
So how can people find you on YouTube?
White Dynamite JR is the YouTube name.
Yeah.
So
the reason he's laughing is because obviously some of Asylum Pro guys give him crap. But anyway, yeah.
Shout out to Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheap plug, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, and you just want to work that up.
Yeah.
And obviously you're going to be part of Wrestletainment now as well,
yep.
so like Facebook, YouTube for these kind of shows. Shaun, what are your national wrestling goals this year?
Ooh.
Well, no, okay. Obviously last year I travelled the country and went to pretty much every active company in New Zealand. So just for a cheap plug, I'll say it's SPW, Asylum Pro, UCW, NZWPW before it shut, CPW, PWE, IPW, Maniacs United, and Hughes Academy of Professional Wrestling. Yeah, so I pretty much checked out everyone because I just wanted to check out the whole scene and meet people I hadn't met before. Apart from two companies, obviously Asylum and CPW don't have belts yet. But with every other company, I went around New Zealand and with the obviously the permission, I guess, of all the wrestlers and the owners, I was able to hold the sort of the main title of each promotion. I can get a photo with it. So, you know, in the end, there was like a collage I put up of basically, it was just like 8 photos.
Yeah.
And
because
just,
it was 7 for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then Maniac was the last one. Maniacs was the last one. So it was, like an amazing little picture where I'm holding all 8 titles. And, just once again, I'd like to thank everyone that was involved in that. Like, just to check out the promotions and hold all those titles. And obviously, I didn't wrestle for them. But I'm just grateful that I was allowed to have it over my shoulder, get a photo with it, and travel the country and see everything. So for this year, what would be this year? I'm pretty much, in some way, shape or form, I think CPW and Asylum Pro, don't know for sure about Asylum Pro, but CPW at least, there should be like a main title coming to one, if not both of those promotions, and then. So obviously the owners of those companies have been nice enough to say that when they do come out, I'll be able to get a photo with them, join that collection. So thank you for that, guys.
So Matt and Aaron and Chris, if you're watching.
Yeah, but I've already chatted with them. Don't make them change their mind. Just obviously gonna check out. Hold those 2 titles whenever they eventuate. For 2019, I guess. What else? I think, as certain people know, I'm going to be heading up to M&M in Wellington in March, but as part of that, I'm going to be driving up past Blenheim, and Southern Championship Wrestling, the SCW from Blenheim, that company, that's now inactive, but I've been chatting with the former owner of that company, who still has the SCW title in his possession, and he's going to let me get a photo with that title.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, so not only have I held all the active titles in New Zealand, but like Shane Sinclair was nice enough to bring the KPW title to one of those shows I went to.
Wow. Which
was epic, and thank you. So I got to hold that, and then and then I've talked to this guy for SCW, which is obviously the company's no longer around, but when I go up that way or when I'm on my way back, when I'm driving through Blenheim, I'm allowed to go in there, get a photo of that title, join that to that collection. So I'm happy about that. You got SCW, Asylum, CPW. Probably not going to tour around as much this year because, wrestling and otherwise, I went on 17 trips last year. So that was a bit of a drain on the finances. So I won't be going many places this year for wrestling. Southern Rumble, the exclusion, because that's going to be epic.
Yeah.
But other than that, probably just stay local this year. So
unless there is
if Jay says they're going to bring in the CPW title somewhere, I'll travel up to Wellington for that one.
Oh no, but unless they do a major show somewhere.
Yeah. But I just say I won't travel around as much because I was checking everyone out and doing the title thing last year. So now this year I'll probably just stay more localised just due to finances. What else? I don't know. It was a pretty epic year last year, checking them all out and doing photography and holding the titles. So, whatever I do this year, it's going to sound like less. Even if it is those 3 titles, and checking out some more local stuff, it's just, I don't know. It's probably reined back a bit from last year. John, when did you first discover wrestling?
When did I discover wrestling?
Yeah.
Would be when I was a young boy. One of my foster brothers showed me a VHS back in the day.
Yeah. I've still got plenty of those.
But it was the Bret Hart Owen Hart cage match from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I immediately got hooked on it.
Yeah.
Following that, I was a huge Stone Cold fan, obviously, because who wasn't?
Yeah.
But in the 1990s, 99, around that era, I just kept following it. But now having the ability to watch New Zealand ones and actually see the local talent, when I say local, I mean New Zealand wide.
Yeah.
And actually see, they're just as, if not better,
than some of those American guys.
Ones.
Yeah, exactly. Like the New Zealand scene. The New Zealand scene is like as big as it's ever been.
Yeah.
And I've only sort of watched it for the last 3-4 years for for the New Zealand scene, but I mean, like, you got 8 or 9 companies around, and they share talent mostly, and yeah, like, what a time to be a wrestler or a referee or anything in the New Zealand scene. I mean, and the social media helps out, and like pivot shares and streaming services. It's just what a great time to be in the New Zealand wrestling scene, like in any position.
I mean, you look at Asylum. I mean, I had dreams of, because I watched the referees, and when I was watching the matches years ago, I was watching referees as well, thinking I'd love to do what they're doing, and do the referees, and actually to call some of my matches. 4 matches under my belt already. It is pretty spectacular.
Pretty cool,
something I'll never forget. But the fact that these guys are giving me the chance to branch out from that and actually lace up some boots. Okay, I'm a bit frightened about it. Because I'm a bit wary about who they're going to pit me against. Hopefully not rough cuts.
They can be a bit rough.
Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens.
Do you collect any wrestling merchandise?
Yes.
What do you collect?
Action figures, cards, magazines. I've got a huge stack of magazines from back in the day.
Nice.
First ever Raw magazine they first ever produced.
Oh wow!
I've got that as well.
Wow, that's cool.
1989 Royal Rumble magazine, still on cover. Signed by the Bushwhackers.
Oh wow, that's cool. I mean, I'll just dip in with me for that. Wrestling merchandise. I mean, when I go to like wrestling shows, like in WrestleManias or Super Showdown or WWE Live, I tend to usually just get like a program booklet and one of those like WWE New Zealand, I was there, like merch, something like that. And I've got quite a few DVDs and VHSs of like WCW from TV2, WWF Raw from TV4, things like that. So I've obviously sort of recorded and collected like wrestling programs for quite a long time. That and the other merch, that's probably it for me.
And to go back with the taping, like you just said, I've got a wee thing for you. If you're going to record video stuff from the TV, don't record over families. Family videos and stuff.
Where's like someone's third birthday? Oh crap, WCW Nitro.
Oh, my sister was like karate and judo videos.
Oh no.
All of those are all wrestling now.
Oh crap. Oh well. What does your partner think of you being interested in wrestling?
Your partner?
No, your partner.
My ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
Is not a fan of wrestling. I have slowly brought her in when I was with her. She loves the Rumbles. That's the one she absolutely
even
loves.
Casual fans, that's what I find, even casual fans love the Rumbles. Because it's just like that unpredictability and that. Like, if you introduce someone to wrestling, do it through a Rumble. And then get them in there.
But because I was a die-hard fan for so many years...
She just didn't, just sort of... Didn't work out.
Didn't work out, no. But there has been other girlfriends, but none of them liked it. So it's like, I'm sorry, but...
What are you thinking?
It's only the greatest thing on earth. I mean... So, I mean, and with me with that, so the girl I'm currently with, obviously before she met me, she was not into gaming and not into wrestling. And slowly but surely, she's become quite a big fan of wrestling. She's probably going to come down with me to the Southern Rumble. She went with me to WWE Live in Christchurch. She's been to a few APW and UCW shows. So that's pretty cool that my girlfriend sort of was open enough to sort of try it out. And so so slowly but surely she's becoming quite a big fan of wrestling. Gaming, which is another cool interest. Video games are awesome. So she's sort of slowly getting into gaming, but I think wrestling right now is sort of a bit more up there for her. So I mean, I'm lucky and blessed in the fact that she didn't go, oh, bugger off. She was the opposite. She was like, no, this looks quite cool. Who's that guy? And
So I'm lucky that she's slowly got into some of my interests. Like that's amazing. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. So you're currently single then?
Yeah.
Right. Come on, ladies. And which 4 wrestlers would... Oh, thanks, John, and I dig how chill you are as well, John. Okay.
Thank you to whoever said that.
Waiki.
Oh, thank you, mate.
And which 4 wrestlers will be on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh. Well, if you've been watching this live feed, half an hour ago now.
What?
At least.
This?
Yeah.
An hour and a bit. We're getting up into Michael territory.
Okay, the one smack dab in the middle, top priority would be AJ Styles.
Wow.
AJ Styles right in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan from...
Have you seen him live in person?
No. I want to. That's my ultimate goal.
I've seen him a few times.
I've got just about everything AJ Styles you can think of.
Oh, cool. Did you watch TNA back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah, so...
But I watched him prior to TNA as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you remember him in WCW?
No.
No? Right in the dying days of WCW, like February 01, March 01, he got brought in as this like fresh-faced rookie in a cruiserweight tag team tournament.
Oh.
So he was there for like the last 3, 4, 5 weeks of WCW. So he was in WCW right at the end, and then he got like a sort of developmental deal with WWF, which he turned down. Then went on to do TNA for as long as he did, and then like Ring of Honor, New Japan, and then over to WWE.
And back again, yeah. Okay, so that's him in the middle.
Yeah.
Next to him, I would put Stone Cold.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's still pretty influential to...
Well, it's 2019 and they're still going, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
and next to Stone Cold would be possibly Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall.
Scott Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Scott Hall, though, not Razor Ramon. The Scott Hall NWO character with the... Oh,
yeah.
no, but he does the toothpick as both.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
No, probably just NWO Scott Hall is who I really like.
Yeah. Next to AJ Styles on the other side,
This is the last one, remember, because there's 4.
Yeah. Jim Ross.
Jim Ross, yeah, no, that's well deserved. What would my Mount Rushmore? Undertaker, without a doubt. Undertaker, Sting. No, well, I don't. I mean, I like Goldberg. Like Goldberg's one of my favourites, but he hasn't had much of a career.
Now,
per se.
are you talking Goldberg WCW or Goldberg WWE? Or Goldberg WWE version 2?
Yeah. No, well, just like he's just as legendary as he hasn't had much of a run per se.
No.
I mean, you put together his, let's say, 3.5 years of WCW, the 1 year run in 03-04, and then the 6-month run. So all he's really done is like about 4.5 years.
Yeah. Goldberg,
and that whole time, that's all he's done. So as much as I like him, he probably wouldn't be up on the Mount Rushmore.
No.
So probably like Taker, Sting, probably Austin.
Austin, yeah.
Just because he's like one of the most popular sort of faces ever. The last one, probably, I don't know. Vince or The Rock, maybe.
Oh, Vince, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe just the whole Austin McMahon rivalry. I mean, I love Scott Hall, but I just don't know if he'd be put up on there. Yeah. We'll need to wrap it up soon, because it's like 10 o'clock. But, so what have we gone through? We've gone through, like, Dean Ambrose, the Royal Rumble, I guess the local scene. Obviously, Asylum Pro is this Saturday at 3 p.m. at the YMCA in Herefordshire.
The First Crusade.
The First Crusade, wait a minute, not the second.
No digging at anyone.
No. I still want to do the interview, remember. Yeah, so I mean, pop along to that if you're in Christchurch or anywhere near that. If you're in Ashburton or Timaru, come up for it. Sell it out. It'll be cool. I'm doing photography for that show. I'm lucky to do that, so
cool.
Just going to enjoy it. You're riffing?
Yes, I'm refereeing.
Yeah, and then obviously, in the next few weeks there'll be sort of like IPW, SPW stuff coming up, and obviously Hughes and Maniacs, and all of them. I just don't have all those dates on me right now. But yeah, like just check out the local scene. Yeah, Shaun, have you ever thought about doing your own fan experience videos? Like yours, Waiheke? Yeah, yours are amazing. So we can keep up with what's happening in the Christchurch scene. Have I ever thought about it? Not really. Because, I don't know, like, clearly that's your forte, man. Like, Waiheke, you're really good at that. Like, I mean, I like doing these type of things and the Who Am I interviews, those type of things. But when you sort of mash up all those things with your fan experience, like, I don't know, I just, like, one, that's your forte, and two, I just think, I don't know, I'm not saying that it doesn't interest me per se, but you do it so good that I feel it would just be nowhere near as good. You know, like, you just do it so well with the music mashups and the little cutscene things. I would feel like, I couldn't get near your level, man. You're really good at it, like, and obviously you've got like SPW and that sharing your videos, so clearly they're a hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
I've seen a few of them myself.
Yeah. So I mean, like, no, I'll probably leave that, Waiheke. More so, I'd love for you to come up here and check out the Christchurch scene, because you've been travelling the country a bit, but you haven't really been to any asylum or UCW up here yet. And you know, obviously, there's accommodation up here whenever you want it. So, yeah, I'd love for you to come up and do a fan experience video at one of the local shows up here. It'd be great. And someone's asking Waiheke a question.
It's not how this works, guys.
No. I have done a wrestlemania with Waiheke though. There was that spontaneous one where he was sitting there, and maybe a future one. I'll get another one with him. Yeah, well, that might be it if there's nothing else. Nothing else really springs to mind. No. Obviously, I think we'll leave Wrestle Kingdom and AEW and all that probably to Michael and Bianca. Yeah. And probably NXT UK to a certain extent. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even watched. I haven't even watched Wrestle Kingdom yet. No. Which I think Michael has, so he'd be great for that review. AEW, he's sort of, I think, tied into that a little bit. Yeah.
I haven't started that yet.
I know that the Young Bucks and Cody are starting it up with the Millionaire guy, and I know Jericho's signed on, and Omega might be coming in.
Might be, yeah. Strong possibility.
Yeah, but I don't know as much as Michael will probably know. So I mean, New Japan's his forte. So is like Progress and all that sort of stuff. So
leave that to them.
Yeah, so for Bianca and Michael, hopefully they can do one in the next maybe week or two, hopefully. In which they can do New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom, and events following. AEW, any sort of Progress, or UK NXT, or 205 Live, which Michael loves. Just any of that that we've missed out on. Because Michael is like an encyclopedia of wrestling in general. So I mean, we've got near his time limits because he does go. No, because he's so passionate, Michael. He could talk for 10 hours and it would never get boring.